Alright, y'all, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so we are going to be recapping tonight, okay? Season 5. Can y'all believe it's 5 seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Like, I got onto Love and Marriage Huntsville like later in the game, and I had to binge watch, and I think I didn't even finish one of the seasons because I was just trying to get current. But y'all, this is season 5. Alright? This is, let me see. This is episode 3. Wanna be starting something. You got to be starting something. Let's go. Alright, y'all, so of course the episode opens up with what we saw in the previous episode with Maurice and Kimmy sitting there talking about this sex, honey. So in my opinion, Maurice has no clue. He wants Kimmy to have sex with him 20 times per day just because he is her man. He is her husband. Maurice sounds to me like he's like a high school boy. You know, it's like he talks a good game. You know, he thinks it sounds good. In reality, it sounds like trash. he just, you could tell he's trying to make it make sense. He's trying to fabricate, come up with whatever sequence of words that he can in order to make it sound good for Kimmy. And at the same time, make it sound good for Dr. Francis. But Dr. Francis ain't even buying it. And then he gets up in his confessional talking about, yeah, you know, it's about a connection and a bond. No, sir, we don't believe it. Okay, we don't believe it. What are you doing to our girl, Kimmy, over there? Okay? And then he wants to backtrack, talking about, you know what, sometimes, you know, you just need to get some exercise in. Maurice, 2 seconds ago, it was a connection in the bond. Now it's the exercise. Boy, sit down. You trying to please. You're trying to make it fit everyone's need. And you look crazy, okay? All right? You just like sex, period. Okay? They also talk about how the Whitlows had to go. Okay, the Whitlows had to go. Tiffany had a speaking engagement that she needed to get to. Dr. Francis is thinking, no, you're not fooling me. You try to get out of Dodge. You can sit here and say you got that speaking engagement all day long, but you know. And then towards the end, everybody's saying their goodbyes, and Miss Dr. Francis is like, you know what, Tisha, I see me and you. And you know what? I have some advice for you, girlfriend. You spend all your time, you're so quiet. You're taking care of the kids. You're taking care of your husband. You're taking care of the household. And you need to make sure that you take care of yourself, because the kids will grow up. They will leave. Okay? And if you're not careful, you'll be sitting there looking like Boo-Boo the Fool. So she's telling her, Tisha, take care of yourself. That part, girl. All right, y'all. So we are back. And so pretty much the girls meet up. And so we have Kimmy, we have Tisha, and then we have that girl, Madani. Y'all, I feel so bad. I forgot her name. Anyway, I'm just calling her Madani for this video. I'm sorry. I don't feel like looking it up. It's Madani. Okay? And she should be mad at herself. She wanted to attack the bloggers talking about okay, Madani. Okay? Now, okay. Before we even get started on this part, y'all, Kimmy, Paige and Kimmy to the front. Okay, and all the producers, why on God's green earth did I see Kimmy's underwear? Why do I know what color her underwear were? Like, y'all, like, I don't understand. It's like, I was like, maybe that's a slip up. And it's like, it's not like I'm looking down there, but it was just like so obvious. Like, it was so in my face, her underwear, that I became very concerned. And then it cut back to Kimmy and I saw her underwear again. And I'm just like, whoa. And then it cut to Madani and it's like we see her from her belly button up. And I'm like, so why did they play Kimmy and sit there and show her underwear? You know, and she was... okay, let me know in the comments. Did anybody else like pause and like wonder in their head, like, why do you see Kimmy's underwear? Or is it just me? It was very weird. Now, side note, I feel like Tisha's speech therapy is going well. While she was out there shopping with the girls, you can see she is working hard. Okay, y'all? Give it up for Tisha working hard on that speech therapy. All right, girl. All right, so next, actually not even next. One thing I've noticed is that during this whole shopping spree with the girls, I feel like Kimmy is being dragged into the bone collector role. You know, I feel like producers got in her head and said, hey, you know, you had this conversation with Mel about Mel. So why don't you talk about Mel with the girls? Just bring it up. You know, make it natural. Just bring it up. And Kimmy said, okay. And then she said, you know, I saw Mel. I'm Mel Nick. Is that her name, Mel Nick? Is that the one? And it just, to me, it was like so fake. Like, Kimmy, we know what's happening, girl. Don't turn down the road the next time. Don't do it. Don't even do it. Just stop. Don't let them take you there, girl. And where is Melody? And where's Martell? I'm gonna tell y'all, I literally didn't even watch the last episode because I was like, I don't know where Melanie is. I don't know where Martell is. I don't know how they think this show is going to survive without them. It won't. Unless they bring in like a dynamic couple. It can't be the Whitlows type couple. It can't be any Scott type. They're gonna have to, I mean, it's not gonna make it. Okay. Then we have Madani up here talking about her launch and who she's inviting, and they're like, oh, you're gonna invite Mel, you're gonna invite this person, you're gonna invite this person. And she's like, well, maybe I'll invite Stormy and Mel, but I'm gonna need some security. Girl, bye. All right, so next we have the fellas getting together to shoot some pool and hang out and pretty much talk about what happened at the couples retreat. Basically, we have Big Lou talking about how the Whitlows got closer to the Scotts because pretty much they got the same energy from Dr. Francis that Big Lou was given to Marceau and Tisha. So they talk about how that was a highlight of it. Everybody's pretty much talking about what they got from the actual couples retreat. And so then we have Martell coming in talking about how, you know, because he's single, he doesn't get invited to couples things. Ooh, child. I just talked about how where is Melanie and where is Martell? Yep. We know. And side note, guys, is Lou slimming down? Lou looks like he, you know, I don't know. Maybe he went on a green smoothie cleanse. Maybe he's intermittent fasting. Honey. What else is out here? Maybe he's keto diet. Big Lou, look like he's slimming down. Maurice, you better watch out. I'm just saying. Come on, Big Lou. So then, once again, the guys are chopping it up. You know, Big Lou is taking the first round. And then we also have Martell, of course. How many times is he going to tell us that, you know, he wants to be married again? He wants to be married again. He's going to do right this time. He's going to do right this time. Sir, what are you doing to make sure you're going to do right? Because all I see is you out here putting people on your face and ring doorbells every now and then. You're out in New York hanging out with Sheba Sheree. Okay, you know, that's all good and well. You're dating. But I really hope that in the midst of dating all these people that you're really sitting down, going to a counselor. And even if you're not going to a counselor, you're reflecting and you're bettering yourself. Because it's like you're asking for that, but are you even really ready for that? I'm just saying, Martell. I'm just saying. Ooh. All right, y'all. So we have Martell out there playing with the kids. The kids out there running around getting all sweaty and nasty. Hair getting sweated out, honey. And here comes the G-Wagon. Here comes Miss Mel. Okay, I'm like, ooh, child. Ooh. we analyzed the previews for the mid-season premiere, but okay. So here she comes, pulling up to Mr. Martell Holt's house, honey. And she's like, they've been getting along well. They've been communicating. He's been respecting her boundaries and whatnot for the last month. And so she enters his home, and the kids are so excited she's there, honey. And she's looking around like, honey, I ain't about to act like this is my house, and I don't want the kids to act like I live here either, even though they were like, you live here too. And she was like, oh, no, ma'am. So can I sit down? Okay, is this where okay, let's sit down, let's talk. Okay. And she starts to bring up Wanda up here talking about the paternity of Sugar Mama. Don't mess with Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama, Sugar Mama, Sugar Mama, Sugar Mama. Don't you mess with Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama, I'm telling you, she got baby face, but an old soul. You know what I mean? She oh Lord. When you look at it, you just, Sugar Mama. Okay. So anyway, they start talking about Sugar Mama. And Martell's like, well, didn't I already address this woman? She's still running her mouth. Like, dang, okay. And you know what was so cute with this little interaction was, it was so obvious, like, it was awkward for them, and they were just trying to get through it. More awkward for Martell. He was just like, you know what? You could tell he was thinking like, okay, don't say something stupid. Don't say something wrong. She is in my house. We are on the same page. And Lord have mercy, look at it. For me doing good, she done sat here and invited me to Destin, Florida for the family vacation. Okay? It was cute. I ain't gonna lie. It was a good look. You could tell just with Melody's energy that she's in a good place with Martell. You could tell that her fences were down. Not that, she doesn't have some armor in her back pocket, honey, in the backpack. But you could tell that she didn't have to have that shield up in front when just communicating with him. So that was very nice to see. Y'all, let's stay tuned. All right, so next we have Destiny talking about the reopening of Madani. She's on the phone with some lady who's supposed to be organizing the whole thing. She's talking about how due to her divorce, COVID, pregnancy, whatever, and this and that and the other, that she needs to do a relaunch. She still doesn't own the building, but she's gonna just relaunch so she can be open more, which we found out, like, in real terms, she's really not open. So I don't even know what's going on. So let's move on. So then she has where she's on the phone with somebody named Moses, who's supposed to be her new boo. The conversation felt very scripted. Like, she sent him a script, like, we're gonna be on the phone, you say this, I'll say this, you say this, I'll say this. It was very weird. Even the kid, Law, I'm sorry, but it's like he caught on. He was knocking her down. It's like, that ain't my daddy. Who's this guy? Pow, 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 And one thing at the end I did not like, and I'm telling you, I just don't like when women say this. I think it's like, ugh. It's like scratching your fingernails on a chalkboard, okay? All old school. We know we don't have them blackboards no more, right? But when Destiny was like, she's an alpha woman. Actually, let's back it up. She said, Moses is strong. And she said, I'm trying to see how this is going to work because, I'm an alpha woman with an alpha man. And I'm like, girl, bye. Like, why do women feel like that's some type of badge of honor? It's not. It's really not. Like, no dude wants a woman walking around talking about, oh, I got an alpha female. No. It's like yin and yang. Like, no. And I think because of, Black history and whatnot, like, somehow we got taught that we need to be strong Black women. No. Like, no. Boo. That's what I have to say. So then we have Martell meeting up at some Black-owned wine shop where he's trying to, get them to taste his wine and put the Inez in the store. Everything is about Inez. Lord have mercy. I'm not sick of hearing about the Inez. I'm sorry. I'm just tired. The lady at the store gave it a 10 out of 5. No, actually not 10 out of 5. A 10.5 out of 10. She likes it and she's like, okay, we've got customers. Goodbye. All right, so next we pretty much have Destiny talking about her reopening. We don't care. All right. Martell is asking, did you invite Melody? Because, he's pretty much trying to get in. I mean, he's at a millimeter. He's trying to get to that centimeter. He's trying to get to that inch. He's trying to get that foot. He's trying, right? He's like, you need to invite her. Why are you not inviting her? Like, I'm trying to get in there. I have an opening. There's a clearing. Give me my wings. Give me my Red Bull so I can fly, Destiny. And she's up here like, no. So anyway, okay. So we got that awkward thing. So then Destiny sits there and talks about when they met up at the gift shop. And she's like, well, Kimmy said that, Melody said that, Melnika said that, Ariana said that, She Dr. Ray said that, Kenya said that, Melody said that, Melnika said that, Kimmy said that, Artusha said that, Melody said that Martell, was interested in Melnika. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Destiny, what producer gave you an index card of 3x5 and told you to get your behind up there and say this foolishness? Because it doesn't even make sense. Who cares? And Martell should be, once again, getting on the phone. Y'all, you and Melody are in a good place. You should get on the phone, text her like, look, this is what it is. And yes, we saw her bring it up about Melnika, but no. And you know what I think? Listen, Martell already got that invitation to Destin. He ain't saying nothing about that. He ain't saying nothing about, honey, he trying to go from a millimeter to a centimeter. Now, I ain't never been good at metrics, but millimeter to centimeter, we making progress. You think he gonna mess up that Destin family trip for this foolishness? No, ma'am. No, sir. Nope. He gonna be out there. He gonna be in there. All right? Trying to see how he can swirl around and get back in the good graces. Don't even play like that. Okay? Up here, y'all. Oh my gosh. But it looks like it's gonna heat up, y'all, in the next episode. Looks like it's gonna be real juicy, because I'm telling you, the first episode after all that stuff we had on social media, I was like, ooh, this is not hitting where I needed to hit. I think the second episode I skipped. Was it second? I can't remember. I skipped the episode. Yeah, I skipped the second one. Here I am with the third one. But that fourth one, I think I'm gonna be here, y'all. I'm gonna be right here, ready to give it to y'all. Okay, and let y'all know what's happening now. As always, y'all know I had some questions. I got some questions, as always. Okay, now, first question. You remember when Martell said that he and Melody tried to make it work? Y'all think Martell went down there and Destin and tried to get up in there, try to get from that millimeter to that centimeter? What y'all think? You think he was like, you know what? I'm a suffer. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get in there. You think he really tried to get in there? Huh? Do you think the Whitlows are in a worse space than what they're letting on? Now, in the last question, I thought this was 3 additional episodes. So how many more episodes do we have, y'all? Because they got to be like recording the reunion soon. And after all this that went on with Melody and Martell, like, they ain't even in the same space right now. Which is crazy to me. It's like we're watching this, what we know in real life. That ain't where these fools are. No, ma'am. No, sir. All right. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Guys, I'm so excited that we're back at it again, because honestly, I was like, woo, Melody and Martelling around. This is getting woo, z. Okay. All right. I want to hear from some people. Okay. Now, I've got my regulars that I always see in my comments. I love to see y'all there. It's like I know my regulars, all right? I want to hear from you guys, all right? So, as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace and love.